Task complete.
Hello everyone, my name is Nico Bree and welcome back to the channel. So I have a few announcements to make as to what's going to be coming to the channel, where the direction is going, and just to give you guys some stuff to look forward to. So without further ado, we'll get into the first topic. So the first thing that I'm going to do is a live stream for the city Intervita. I had said that I was going to do that, so that is going to be the next thing that you guys see on the channel. The city is halfway done, so there's like a big section in the big hexagon shape that I have for the city that is completely blank. I had started the early processes of developing the spaceport. I also wanted to include an airport in that, so I am going to go back to that. We're going to dig into like my mindset for that, and you guys will um, hear firsthand how I touch on something that isn't spacecraft. So I'm going to be a little bit. There's going to be a little bit of a different stream because of that. So I'm going to be you know touching on different pieces of architecture, some concept art, stuff like that that I found that I really like. Really, and just diving into a different subject. Using SketchUp for essentially what it was made for, which is architecture and stuff like that. So yeah, that's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So be looking out for that. The next thing that we're gonna do, and this is gonna be kind of worked on in the background while the streams are getting pumped out. Um, we're going to pay a little bit more homage to the Titan that I did like a billion streams for on the channel. So I'm going to fully fit the Titan. Gonna give you guys the actual name for it. Gonna give you guys the lore behind it, and we're going to really flesh out how it fits into my universe. So that's gonna be really fun. Definitely be looking out for that. You guys have already seen how big it is compared to the city, so we'll give you guys the rundown on why it's that big, stuff like that. It's gonna be really awesome. The next thing that is gonna be coming to the channel is new turrets and new ship remodels. So this is going to be in conjunction for the final point that I'm going to make for what's coming in the channel. So I'm going to be doing more videos on more turrets for specifically the Command Titan, as well as different remodels for different turrets because Lord knows I need them. Um, I'm going to be doing those in a different fashion as well. I'm going to be actively explaining more about why I'm doing certain things with the turrets. I'll probably go into a little bit of the lore behind it, but not too much. I'm going to focus more on the conceptualization and the really nitty gritty of it. So it's going to be quick to the point kind of videos. Um, so you can kind of get in and get out kind of deal. So be looking out for those, and that's going to be a whole video series in itself. And then, of course, like I said, the ship remodels. So there is a huge pool of spacecraft that I have that need to be updated. We have a lot of frigates, which is kind of crazy because we've already touched on some of the frigates. I did a remodel of of not the Sahara, the Zakil before. I want to remodel that one again, and that one's going to actually look like a completely different ship because of the fourth and final point that I'm going to make here soon. It's in preparation for that. There's also some other frigates that I've done that I think I might have done videos for, and if not, then they're going to actually be presented to you guys firsthand for the first time. So that's going to be really cool. Um, and I'm going to be doing some remodels and touch-ups here and there for those because some of them came later in the game, so um, they may not need as much touch-ups because that was probably when I was actually, beginning that craft, that new craft that I have now. And we're going to be touching on some more destroyers. Going to be expanding on the lore behind those. I have several destroyer types currently. I'm going to kind of classify them military slash mercenary civilian type. So that'll be a little bit of an expansion of the lore, as well as kind of give you guys the reasoning why there's more than one destroyer class. It doesn't kind of make sense in a military sense of style. So there's going to be destroyers. There's another battle cruiser model that I have that needs to be updated. It suffers probably more than the Caliban did as far as all the colors and all the random craziness, and it's really blocky. Looking back at it, it's really extremely blocky. So I want to fix that. So be looking out for that. And then there's also going to be some more capital ships. The dreadnoughts I want to touch up. They need to be refitted with the new and improved turrets, as well as they need to fit into the new design style. So be looking out for those. Those are going to be the heavy hitters as far as the videos. So that you can probably expect them to be as long, if not longer than the Titan. Ideally shorter than the Titan, because that one was a mess. But since we kind of already have an established model, should be kind of easy to do. I say that, knock on wood, I probably just jinx myself, but we'll see how it goes. And I might touch on some carriers as well. The carriers also came late in the game too, so they probably not going to touch them up too much because they already kind of are well established. And now comes the biggest announcement of this channel. Oh my gosh, I'm like, it's crazy. So here comes the biggest announcement ever for the channel. I am actually going to be creating an audiobook version of my story that I've developed that includes all of the spacecraft, almost everything that's on the channel aside from the music videos or the soundtrack stuff, stuff that doesn't relate. I have a story that I've been building, on the back end of things. I haven't, published it anywhere for people to see, mainly because I've been working on my writing, and I still am. So the story is called Gadessa 2530, and it is obviously a sci-fi story, and it's taking place near the 2530s, obviously. Now, my plan for this is I am going to release little lore stories, little lore short stories here and there, involving just different aspects of my universe. It'll include, different spacecraft that I've had, different companies, different organizations and stuff, different races of aliens and stuff that are related to the development of certain weaponry, spacecraft, the city in Ervita, and just different things that I design. They're going to be grounded in the story. So be definitely looking out for those, because it's literally what is tying all of this stuff together, really. And I am excited to bring that to you guys, as well as taking a big step for me as a person by putting myself out there really in the science fiction community. The 3D models of the spacecraft and everything, yeah, that makes a footprint, but I want to be actively present like a lot of these other content creators, and I want to have my story shared as well, because I think I have a lot of cool ideas, a lot to bring to the table, and I'm going to, so I would love your guys' support for that. Share, like, pop in every once in a while for these videos, and if you see something that you really like, tell me, and I can bring more of it to you, and definitely give me a lot of criticism as well. One thing that I'm definitely going to be doing for this audio story is eventually I'm going to be doing my own concept art of like characters, of what the aliens look like, what humanity looks like. I already have a new drawing tablet that I've invested in specifically for this reason. Um, and here in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be investing in a new microphone, so the voice quality will be better, especially for the audio books, well, the audio story, excuse me. And I'm ready for this, and I hope you guys are too. And I hope you guys will enjoy everything. And with that,